God is now giving the church the sword. Okay? And so he's teaching your hands to war. Your warfare is in your prayers. Your warfare is in your charity. Your warfare is not with flesh and steel. It's in your prayers. This sword God has given back to the church, and he's revealed that concerning the second eighth week. And that's what he prophesied. Enoch prophesied that in 1 Enoch 91 concerning the second eighth week, that he will give us this sword. Okay, and after that, it shall occur the second eighth week, the week of righteousness. Now he says this right here, a sword shall be given to it. We have the sword now, but you're responsible with that sword. And that sword, right here, he teaches my hands to war. You are now entering into warfare that you never entered in before. But the warfare that you're entering into is not that of just your self-preservation. You are now entering into Satan's kingdom to pull down, to tear down, and to remove his presence here, see? You're combating those which are close as well as those who are far off. A sword shall be given to it in order that judgment shall be executed in righteousness on the oppressors, and sinners shall be delivered to the hands of the righteous. There's two things happening right there. The oppressor are those which are close to you, okay, and those which are far off, even as the sinners. They shall be delivered into the hands of the righteous. Now, at its completion, which means there's a short time frame for your use now, so make good use of it. At its completion, what's going to happen? They, being the righteous ones, they shall acquire great things. You're going to overcome great obstacles, and God is going to do great things through your prayer. So be confident, be of good courage, and continue to go forward with this. At its completion, they shall acquire great things through the righteousness. And what's going to happen at the same time? A house. This says it right here, a house. A house shall be built. We're building the house of God right now. A house shall be built for the great King in glory forevermore. And that's what we're doing right now. We are building the house of the great King. And we're using the sword to pull down these strongholds. Before, we were in the defensive mode. But God says, it's now time for you to go outside the gates. So what Satan has for you, you take that back now with the sword. So that one of you shall be as like David. Okay, one shall chase 1,000, and 100 shall put 10,000 to flight. That's happening. That's happening. You'll realize this more and more as you give yourself to prayer. Okay, so you can pray as you drive, you can pray as you work, praying in the Spirit. Keep praying in tongues. You're pulling down those strongholds. You're knocking the weapon out of your enemy's hand. The weapon in your enemy's hand was slander. The weapon in your enemy's hand was envy. The weapon in your enemy's hand was that malice, their vengeance. You're knocking it right out of their hand. And you're tipping the scale so that you begin to cry out to God. Okay, that's what you want. You're doing this to save your soul. You're doing this, you're praying for them for the purpose of God's mercy, that they will deliver their soul from Satan's snare. So don't pity their cry, okay, but rather rejoice in their choice of righteousness. We'll rejoice in that.